Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to this AWS tutorial, and in this tutorial we will see how to host your Node.js application on the EC2 and carry out the CI/CD, which stands for continuous integration, continuous deployment. And yeah, we will be making use of the GitHub over here and AWS and MongoDB remote access to store the data on the MongoDB. Okay, so first of all, let me just show you all the backend repo. So this is the backend repo of my blog application, the Monstack project, which I've already hosted and created a tutorial on my YouTube. So this is the backend of that. Over here, if you just see, if suppose I'm going to the localhost 5000, I'll get backend is running. Okay, so this message I'll get a response. And over here, if you just see in the env, I have put this mongo URI of the remote DB, not the local one. So how to get this? So for that purpose, you can come over here. You can log into the cloud MongoDB and click on the overview over here. After that, you can click on the connect. After that, you have to just click on the this option. Then you have to do the npm install mongo in your repo over here. And after that, you have to copy the string. Just copy the string and paste it over here. Okay, so this will be your mongo URI, and yeah, that's all. After that, you have to just come over here down below network access, and you have to give the network access. I mean, who can access this DB? Okay, so if you just add this, you can click on this add IP, and you can add the access list entry. You can add your current IP of your PC, and you can click on confirm, and only your PC will be able to access the this MongoDB. If you want anyone to access, then you can set up the rules like this. Just put 0.0.0.0/0. That means anyone can access the DB from anywhere. Like if you're not setting this, that means people won't be able to access your database. Okay, so this network access is required, and this is how basically you attach the MongoDB to your project. And yeah, that's all. And this is my backend repo. And if you want to know how this backend is functioning in the Node.js project, you can just go and check out the blog application tutorial. Over there I've taught how to create the backend. I won't be doing this again. And I have made this cheat sheet kind of a thing in which I'll be sticking to this only in order to just create the CI/CD with the EC2. So first step is connect the remote MongoDB and also set up the network access, which I've shown you all just now. Then what we'll do, we'll create a repo in GitHub. I'll go to my GitHub and I'll just try to sign up. Just let me just pause this video for a while, as long as I'm not signing up. Okay, so now I'm inside of my GitHub. I'll click on new and I'll create a new repository. So I'll give the name as node AWS, and after that I'll just click on this public. If it is not public, by default it will be public only. Click on create repository, and I will push all my code from here to my this current repository. So I'll do one thing. I'll say git init. After that, there are this total 10 files. I'll execute all these commands. Okay, so I'll say git, and you can even echo this. This is actually not required, but you can do it. This is just to add the this readme file. Then I have already did git init. Then I'll click on this over here, and I'll copy this also. No, I won't be committing that. So let me just do one thing. Git commit -m. I'll first do the git status. So basically there are this many files over here. Okay, so which I want to commit. I'll do it from here. So basically this is the easiest way. I'll add this file. Let me just add everything. This is just a dummy project what I'm creating. Git status. Now if you see except .env, everything has been added. Then I'll do the git commit. After that, I will add this URL of the repo, and I'll do the git push. Okay, I have to do the git push upstream because this is for the first time I'm pushing, so I'll do it. Okay, fine. Let me just git branch -a. Let me check how many branches are there. So basically there's a master branch, and there is this main branch. Okay, it doesn't matter. I will do everything with respect to the master branch. And now if I just refresh this page, I'll be able to see all the files which are committed by me over here. Okay, so all the files are present over here. Whatever I have pushed, everything came. And now what I will do, we have created a repo, and now we have to set the inbound rule in the to HTTP like anywhere. So this is basically with respect to the EC2. I'll come over here. You can search for the EC2 over here, and you can click on the EC2. And I will just give the very same name. Okay, so whatever name I have given over here, like node AWS, I will give the same name over here to the EC2 instance. So I'll click on this running instances. As of now, I'm not having any running instance because I have deleted everything. So I'll say launch instance. I'll give the name to my instance as node AWS. I'll just come down below. I'll select Ubuntu operating system. Then this will remain same. Next is key pairs. So key pairs are basically used while accessing the EC2 instance. I'll click on create new. If you already having one, you can use it, or you can just create new. I'll again give the name as a node-aws. I'll click on the .ppk. I'll click on the create key pair, and this node-aws ppk file will be downloaded to your download folder. During the login process, you can use it if you're doing the SSH to the EC2 that time, not otherwise. After that, you can create the security rules. So I'll say allow SSH traffic from anywhere to this particular instance. You can also allow the HTTP traffic and HTTPS and HTTP also. If you want, you can just select it, or you can keep it blank also unchecked. That is not an issue right now. From here we can give the storage, we can assign the storage to our EC2 instance. As of now it is like 8 GB, but if you want, you can even attach the EBS volumes to this in order to increase the space and all. And the beauty of attaching the EBS volumes is that if suppose you are attaching some EBS volume to this, and I have added some data to the EC2 instance, okay, and now suppose I'm attaching that, I'm removing that EBS instance from this EC2 instance, and if I'm attaching that EBS instance to some other EC2 instance, then same data will go over there. Okay, so this way we can share the data also. So that's a thing about EBS, which you can watch in the tutorial. I've already created a tutorial on that. I click on the launch instance. I'll be launching the instance which is created by me for this node AWS. Okay, so my instance has been successfully launched. I will open my instance. So over here I'll see all my instances. And now our next step is basically to set inbound rules to HTTP, because our APIs will be having the requests which are going from the HTTP. So that's why I have to set the inbound rule so that they are not getting blocked. So now my EC2 instance is running. I'll click on it. I'll just come down below. I'll click on the security, and I have to check the security groups. So there will be this security group which will be assigned. So I'll click on my security group of my EC2. I'll come down below, and here is my inbound rule. I'll click on the edit inbound rule, and I have to click on edit rule, and what it says is set inbound rule to HTTP anywhere. So I have to just come down below. I have to search HTTP, and from this option just click on this. so my rule is set. Click on the save rules. There was an error modifying the security group specified rule. Okay, let me just see what is going on. Okay, so it is saying HTTP rule is already there. HTTP. Okay, okay, fine. So this rule already exists, so that's why I can't assign it. But if suppose some issue happens, then we will just figure out how to do this afterwards. As of now, let me just delete this. I'll click on save rules, and then what I'll do, I'll just click on the connect EC2 instance. Okay, let's forget about all these rules. Now what I'll do, I'll go to my instance. So this is basically my instance over here, and we'll try to connect to the instance. What you can do, you can directly connect to the instance from this browser only. I'll be doing everything from the browser, so that will be easier. If you want, you can connect by using the SSH. So if you just see this, there is this SSH option. So just now, whatever this key you see like .ppk, what I have downloaded. So wherever that is, whatever folder, whether it is a desktop or not, whether if it is in desktop, from there you have to basically run this command, and you will be able to connect to the this thing terminal. Okay, I'll be connecting from here only. I'll just click on this. I'll come down below. I'll click on connect. So right now it is connecting to the terminal of my EC2 instance. So let me just clear the console, and I'll be strictly following this cheat sheet what I have created. So right now what we'll do, we'll go to the GitHub settings action. So this is my GitHub. I'll go to the settings in the same folder, okay, same repo, settings, and there will be actions over here. And instead of the actions, we have to click on the runners. Instead of the settings, I have to click on the runners. I'll click on the new self-hosted runner. Click on the Linux, and after that new self-hosted runner, then I will click on the Linux. I will go to the EC2, and I'll check my present working directory. So over here, if you are pasting it anything into the this Linux terminal, it is Control Shift V on the Windows. I don't know about the Mac and all, or you can just right click and click on the paste. It's a PWD. Right now my present working directory is /home/ubuntu, and I will just go to the step. It is saying go to the step 6 and paste all the commands. Now my step 6 is basically the commands from here. Okay, so I'll do one thing. I'll copy this. I'll come here and I'll paste. Okay, and if I do the ls, okay, so now inside of the action runners, because what we did over here, we made a directory action runners and we changed the directory to the action runners. We are inside of the action runners. Now this is the we are not able to see anything despite of being ls, because this action runners directory is empty. So now we will execute the second command over here. I'll just copy paste it, and then I'll copy this, paste it over here, hit enter. This is also done, and I'm extracting the installer. I'll copy paste, I'll hit enter. Okay, so this is done basically. Now we will see what is the next step. Okay, so we have pasted all the commands, then run the configuration command from step 6. Okay, and we won't be running run.sh. So this is basically the same steps. So if you see over here, so we'll create a runner and start the configuration experience. So I'll copy this, paste it over here, and I'll hit enter. Enter the name of the runner group to add this runner to. Press enter to default. I'll press enter. Enter the name of the runner. I'll press enter again. Enter any additional labels. Press enter to skip. I'll again skip it. Runner successfully added. Enter the name of the folder. So basically, if you want to add the name of the folder, then you can add it, or otherwise by default it will be underscore work. Okay, so if you see over here, there is this underscore work, it will be the default. I'll hit enter, and everything has been set up right now. And last step is to run this for ./run.sh. We won't be doing that as of now. It is not required, not mandatory. Then I'll do one thing, then do the ls to see the files and folders. Okay, so I'll come over here and I'll do the ls. Okay, so now as can be seen, there are these multiple files that you can see. Previously there was nothing in the action runners, but right now there are these multiple files which came because of the installation process which we did by running these commands. Okay, so now what I will do, then do the ls to see the files and folders. Okay, go back to the runners, I mean setting action runners, it will show the status. Okay, so now what I will do, I'll go over here, I'll click on the runners, and now it will show me the status. This is my runner. Okay, so by default we chose this as the name of the runner, and right now the status is basically the offline. So now what we will do, we will do the sudo, I mean we will basically run this command. Okay, so now if you just see, when we did the ls, there is this file over here which says svc.sh. Okay, so we have to execute this file. So that's why we will do this command, we will execute this command. I'll copy this, I'll come over here, I paste it, I hit enter. Okay, so it happened. Then again I'll copy this command, sudo ./svc.sh.start to run this current runner as a background service. I will hit again. Okay, and now what I'll do, I'll go to the settings, secrets and variables, and now over here I will be adding my secret variables. Okay, so what I will do, I will go over here and then go to the settings, secrets, I mean where is the secrets, settings, secret and variables, actions, new repo secrets. I have to click on new repo secrets and I have to give some name over here. Okay, I'll give the name as a node secret. I will make note of this. I will keep it over here so that I can use it afterwards, because we will be in need of that. Okay, so we have added new repo secrets. Then we will give the name as the name of the project and copy paste all the secret variables over here. So now if I just go to my repo, there is this env, right? So I have to copy all these secrets. I have to come over here. I have to paste all the secrets in this place, and I have to click on the add secrets over here. Okay, so all the secret information will be kept inside of this. Okay, so now this has been done. Now we'll go to the step 16, which is giving the name of the project and copy pasting the secrets. This we have done, and Let me just copy paste this over here so that I will remember the name of my variable. And now the step 17, which is go to the settings action. I'll go to the sorry, not this actions. I have to go to the actions over here. I have to directly go to the actions, and I have to click on the continuous integration over here, and I have to search for the Node.js. Click on config, because this is basically the Node.js project, so that's why I have to integrate for the Node.js. So click on this option. So over here you will basically see the YML file. So we basically now have to integrate this YML file over here. So you can give the name of the YML file as Node.js CI/CD, and over here whenever anyone will push to the master branch, then only have to trigger it. So I'll remove this code for the pull request, and this has been done. And after that we have to carry out more modifications. So over here we have to select the node version. So as of now it is saying the 18, 20 and 22. You can select whatever version you want. I will just go for the higher version, which is 22, the recent one. And after that we have to see what else we have to carry out the modifications over here. If I just scroll down, so over here there is this option called run on. Instead of putting it on the Ubuntu latest, we will give the value as self-hosted, and this we have just set the value. After that we have to go down, and here it will first run the npm.ci. So basically when it comes to the npm.ci, so this basically stands for the clean installation. That means even if there are any previous node modules, it will remove that and it will install the new one. And after that what you have to do, we have to just remove this part. Okay, so whatever that is there after clean install, we will be removing that. I will just come down below and I will say run, and after that I'll make use of this pipe variable. So this is basically used in order to execute the multiple commands. Okay, so I'll say touch, and just forget this highlighting. This has been done by the Grammarly, so there is no mistake over here. So I'll say touch.env. It will create a env file and it will attach, it will enter this specific variable. So I'll use the dollar symbol, and inside of this dollar symbol I will say secrets dot, and I have to give the name of my this file. Okay, so whatever secret file that I have created over there, I have to add that secret file name over here. And after that I will come here and I'll say .env. Okay, so basically I'm entering, I'll first create the env file, and I will copy all the env variables from that node.secret node underscore secret to the this env file. So this is fine, I guess. If there is anything else, is there anything else I have to do? No, I guess. So whenever anyone will push any changes to the master file, it will carry out the automatic deployment. So I have to commit these changes. So I'll click on this commit changes, and I'll say created node.js.yml file. I'll click on commit changes. Okay, so now our next step is basically we have committed the file also. I will go to the actions, not settings, actions. We'll just go to the actions. So over here it is actions, and if you just see, it has triggered this flow. Okay, so if you just click on this, and let me just okay, so job has been completed, so I won't be seeing any changes. So over here as can be seen, all the steps have been completed. Okay, so it has already done the execution. So whenever you will commit anything to the master, it will trigger the flow. Okay. Now what you have to do, we have to go to the EC2 instance. I'll go to my EC2 instance. Let me just clear everything. I'll do the ls, and then we will see all these files. Okay. So we'll do the ls, and we have to go to the cd action runners. So there will be like this action runners. Where is it? So we are actually inside of the action runners only. So after that, what we have to do, cd ls, we have to go to the action runners. Then we have to go to the cd underscore work. So you can see there is this underscore work. So I'll say cd underscore work, and I'll do the ls. After that, we have to go. There will be have the project with the same name as the GitHub repo name it is saying. Okay, let me see. If I just go, there is this node AWS. So I'll go to node AWS, and I'll do ls. Then again there will be like one more node AWS. I will just do one thing. I'll execute the same, and I'll do the ls. So now it can be seen there are these files which are there, which this basically all these files which are present over here. You will find we will find the same files in your project as well. Okay, so you can see all those files over here. Okay, so now if you just execute the ls minus la, you will see the hidden files. Okay, so I'll do one thing, ls minus la I'll do, and I'll be able to see my this env file also. Okay, so that means all the files are already present over here. Okay, so all of our files are present over here. So now we have to execute few more commands. Okay, so I will execute the sudo apt update. So I'll copy this, and I'll come over here and I'll paste it. So now this update is happening. So we have to install the node and everything. So for that purpose, we have to carry out this installation. So in my previous tutorial, I must have already shown you. So these are the commands which I have used in order to install this. How to host a regex project on the EC2. So I'll be making use of these commands only. So for that purpose, I'll be making use of the few commands from there. So then we have to install the node.js. For that purpose, I'll again clear this. I will come over here, and I'll copy this. Okay, and I'll paste it. Let me just wipe it off. I'll hit it. Okay, so it has installed nvm. Then what we have to do, we have to do the sudo apt install -y node. node.js. Okay, so node.js is installed. Then we have to check whether this node.js and npm is installed or not. So I'll say node-v and npm-v. Okay, so npm is not installed, so I'll do one thing, sudo apt install npm. So whatever commands I'm executing or whatever commands I'm using, you will find them in the description of this video. You can refer them. So basically this will take a little bit of time until npm is not getting installed completely. I'll just pause this video. Okay, so npm is also installed. If I just check the npm version, I'm getting the npm version. So let me just check what is the version of the node. So it's 18. Okay, not an issue. So if this is an 18 version, then if I just click on the YML file, there in the YML file I might have to change it to the 18. We will see afterwards how this is working, because this is a lower version and that is a higher version. So we have to check whether it will work or not. Okay, so that is not an issue right now. We will check it afterwards. And now we have to install the nginx. So I'll come over here and I will paste it. And then we will be installing the PM2 globally. So PM2 is basically just like the node1, so it will keep running our server. So that's why we will make use of the node1, sorry, PM2. And this has been installed. After that, now we have to configure the nginx. So for that purpose, I will copy this command. I will do the cd to this particular folder. I'll paste it. And after that I will be doing the ls. Let me see what is there. So there is this default folder, so there will be default file sudo nano default. I have to do, I will paste it, and this is the default file which is having some code. So when it comes to this particular piece of code, we have to add little bit of code, because our backend basically starts from the forward slash. Okay, so for that purpose we have to enter over here, and we have to write some code over here. I'll say location forward slash API, because if you look at our backend code, our backend APIs always starts with this forward slash API. Okay, so that's why I have to do this. I'll put API over here, but our backend code is already deployed. Okay, never mind, I'll do it afterwards. So as can be seen, all the API starts with forward slash API, so that's why we have to do this. So I'll come over here, I'll say location forward slash API, and after that in the open close curly braces, I'll just come over here and I have to rewrite some rules. I'll just pause this video and quickly write the code. Okay, so since all of our API starts with the forward slash API, so we are rewriting the rules for it. So this is basically the regex code which I'm entering over here, and you can just copy paste the same code over here. So this is for the proxy and everything. So after that you have to save this code. Okay, so then you can save this file with the control plus O and control plus C. So I'll exit this file right now, and now we are done basically with the saving the file. So now we will move to the next step, add the configuration for the backend. So we have to add some configurations. So once we are done with that, just now whatever we have done, that is for the background configurations. Then we have to execute this particular command. I'll just clear the console first, and I'll do the sudo systemctl restart nginx. So our nginx has been restarted. After that we have to cd to the our repo, so the main repo. So let me just do the ls. So for that purpose I'll do the cd dot dot and cd dot dot and cd dot dot. Let me see. So I have to go to my main repo. So main repo was in action runners. So where did action runners go? Okay, so what I've done, I have did the cd dot dot over here. Then when I did the ls, I was seeing this output, right? So after that I did cd dot dot cd home. Sorry, I changed the directory to the home, and I did ls. There was ubuntu. I did cd ubuntu. Then I saw this action runners. So now I have to change to the action runner over here, cd actions runner. Let me do the ls. Okay, so I am inside of this. Then I have to again go to the c_work. Let me clear the console. I'll do the ls, and once I am inside of that, I have to go to my node.aws. I'll do the ls, then again the same command. I'll do the ls. So this is my project where everything is been there. So over here I have to start my server. So basically my server file is index.js. So I will my file over here, as you can see, it is index.js. So I will do one thing. I will copy this and come over here, paste it, and I'll say pm2 start index.js -- name, and I'll give the name of my project as a backend API. I'll hit it. So script not found, action runners work. What happened? Okay, so there is some issue with the pm2. Let me just figure out. Okay, so due to some reason it was failing, so I used the -f force command to forcefully run it. So now what I'll do, I'll just go to my instance. So this is my instance over here. This is the public IP. I'll try to open it, and let me see what is going on over here. Okay, so it is refusing to connect. I have to run it on the HTTP, not HTTPS. So Nginx is running, so I have to go to the /API, and nothing is there. Okay, I'll do one thing. In order to see some response over here on the /API like this, I will update my code. So I have given the /API over here, and when it will hit this, it will say backend is running. So for that purpose, I'll add this. I'll add some commit message. I'll do the git push, and this should basically, okay, I have to take the pull first, because we have added some code. So this is the code. Okay, fine. What is going on here? Okay, so I have committed the change. Let me just go to my workflow, and let me just click on the actions over here. So right now, as you can see, just now I pushed the change, so that change is getting posted. So let me see what is going on. Okay, so it has been completed. Let me just refresh this and see what am I getting. I'm not getting anything. Okay, I think I've done something wrong over here. I have to check the code properly. Okay, so when it comes to our instance, I think we have done something wrong while adding this thing. So I'll do the cd / now. I am inside of my home. So over here, I'll do one thing. I have to start from the previous step. So basically, I have to check my server file. So I have to go to that nginx file basically. So I'll come over here. I'll copy paste this and I'll do the ls. There is this default tm from where this file came. I have to go to default. So sudo nano default I will do. Okay. And inside of the sudo nano default, I have to edit the rules. Okay, so these are the rules. I think everything is fine only. So if I just check over here, okay, so my port is running on 4000 and I have given the 5000 over here. Okay, that's why it is not working. And I'll do the control O, control X. Let me see again whether the changes have been replicated or not. Okay, so let me just see. I don't know how much time it will take for these changes to replicate. This shouldn't basically be happening over here. Let me restart the nginx. And is there still anything I'm just missing? I seriously can't make out. Okay, so let me see whether it is working right now or not. Okay, still it is not working. I have to just figure out what is going wrong. Okay, so as can be seen over here, I was seeing these multiple instances of the backend. So for that purpose, what I have done, I have cleared this PM2 instance. So for that purpose, what I have done, I have executed this PM2 stop all to stop all the instances. After that, I have run this PM to delete all. I have deleted all the instances, and PM to flush. I have removed everything, and now again I'll do one thing. I'll just try to start the new instance. So now my backend is running over here, and let me just refresh and see. It is still not working. I have to just figure out what is going wrong. If I just do this, that means it is working because this is for the nginx. I think while setting up the rules, I am doing something wrong. I have to just figure out. So right now I just came across this one command which is pm2.logs. I'll just type the name of my backend API, and it is showing that there is some error. Okay, so our server is trying to listen to some port, and that port is not available. So that port is basically the port 5000. So right now what we will do, I will just try to list which process is using the port. So I'll just copy paste that, and right now as can be seen, there is this node project which is trying to listen to the port. Okay, with the process ID as this. So I'll do one thing. I'll try to kill the process. I'll copy this. I'll copy paste it over here, and I'll enter the process ID over here. Okay, so this 18044, and after that I'll do the PM to restart, or we can change the port also if it is required. Okay, so our backend is running right now. Then again I will check the logs, db connected. Okay, so it is running right now. Let me just refresh and see. Still I'm not getting, but right now at least our backend is running. I have to figure out what is going wrong. Okay, I'll do one thing. Instead of running it on the port 4000, I'll try to run it on the 3000. Okay, so I'll run it on the 3000 over here, and as the server is running, this is fine. And over here also I'll change it to 3000. Let me just do everything from the beginning. I'll commit these changes. Let me see what is going on. I'll just push these changes, and again I have to change it to the port 3000 over here. So I'll copy this env. I'll go to this place, and I will again change the env over here. So basically this is the place where we have set our env variables, so I have to do that also. I will go to my settings and secret variables, actions. I'll click on edit, node secrets. I'll paste it. I'll update the secrets over here. Okay, so now my secrets are updated. Now again I have to go to my instance, and I'll do this commands. Let me just go back to the place. CD default is basically not this thing, so I have to, it's a file, it's not a directory. So I'll come back again here, and then I will just come down below, and I have to change it to the localhost 3000. I'll change it to the 3000, Control O, and Control C, Control X. I will press Y and enter. Let me see the changes have been replicated or not. Okay, so changes are replicated. This is fine. And then what I have to do, I have to just come down below over here, and I have to restart the nginx. I just hope at least this time it is working. Let me just go to the actions, and let me just check. This is the third time I have just pushed. Okay, so it is completed. Let me refresh. Still it is not working. Something is going wrong. I have to just figure out. Okay guys, so I figured out what is the issue actually. So the thing is that the port was not changed in the env. So for that purpose, what have I done is, let me just show you all. Right now my backend is running over here. Let me just clear the console first. I'll clear the console, and right now I'll do one thing. I'll do the cd slash. After that, let me just do the ls. I'll go to the action runners. I'll do the cd action runner over here, and I'll do the actions runner, and after that I'll do the ls. So instead of this, there is work is there. Okay, so I'll go to this work folder. After that I'll go to the node aws. I'll do the ls. Again there will be like aws. I'll do the ls. Then I will do ls minus la. So inside of this there is this .env file. Okay, so when we were if let me just show you the .env. So over here what actually was happening, this port was 5000 not 3000. Okay, so it was not updated. So in order to update this env file, what I did nano.env. okay, and over here I updated this port to 5000. okay, previously it was 5000 over here. I changed it to 3000, and I press Ctrl plus O. After that Ctrl plus C, then Ctrl plus X. It will ask to save. I pressed Y and hit enter. It has changed. Now let me just show you. So it is like 3000 now. Okay, so once this was done, what I did, I again did ls. So I was inside of my this main directory only. So over here I copied this run pm2. I just copy paste it and I hit enter. So pm2 restart backend API, and now my backend has been restarted. Okay, and when I came over here and refreshed, I was able to see the output. Okay, so this was the mistake. It's just that port was not able to open properly. So this is how you can deploy the Node.js application using the CI/CD. I mean, whenever anyone will push anything to the backend over here, it will be automatically getting deployed. Okay, so now if suppose I want to change this output, it is saying backend is running. I will change this to Node.js application is running. I'll just save this file. I will add this file. Okay, and in the commit git commit minus m, I'll say change text, and I will do the git push. So our changes have been pushed. So I'll go to the actions, and inside of the actions I'll be able to see over here. So it is building right now. Let me just open it. So right now it can be seen it is carrying out the deployment automatically. Okay, so everything is completed. Now if I just go here and refresh this, okay, why it is not running? Build is complete. Okay, so as can be seen, now my code is not getting automatically updated. This is because we have to go to my code, and now if you just see inside of my this workflow, there is this node.js.yaml file is there, right? So I have to just restart it. Okay, so I'll just click on the edit this file. I'll just come down below, and over here I have to add one more line over here. I'll just come down below and I will say run pm2 restart, and I have to give the name of my this thing instance, which is this backend API. Okay, so I'll just come here and I'll just paste it. I'll say pm2 restart backend API. Okay, so this should basically work fine. I'll just come here and commit the changes. Okay, so this should basically solve the issue, because it is I mean, it is supposed to restart the backend. So right now it is updating, so it will take a little bit of time, and once that has been done, I should be able to see my updated code over here. Let me just refresh and see. Okay, so Node.js application is running. So now it is working fine. So this is how you can carry out the CI/CD operation on the EC2 instance with the help of the Node.js as a backend. Okay, so thanks for watching. I hope you people have enjoyed this tutorial. Sorry for the error. Because of this error, a lot of time got wasted. Otherwise, it would have been really very easy and simple. But I hope you people have learned something from this. So if you want to watch more such videos, please consider subscribing and watch my other videos as well. Thanks for watching.